Hello Gemini, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the Astroflower, your weekly reading here going from the 2nd through to the 8th of September. How was last week? Did you learn a lot? Did you get a lot of insights about how to get your success on your financial side? And has this exciting mission turned up with the engagement with someone else? A new love that is in your life. Let's just see what's going on for you. Overall energies here on your relationship side. That's definitely moving forward. There's a lot of decisions here. Things seem to be going very quickly. It seems like that Knight of Swords is becoming very active within your life. Yeah, it's mainly playing out in your future. You really should be looking towards the future and provoking as much joy out of that future as possible. And on your financial side, similar sort of thing here, but there is also tied into connections, reacting to coincidences that are around you or ideas that seem to just come out of the blue in your financial side. It's certainly putting yourself first and foremost with the Six of Pentacles on the overall energies. It's that could well be the insight that you had from last week, that now is you've got to create for yourself your happiness, your joy, and your engagement in the way of relationships and financial sides. Let's just see what's going on your karmic path. It's waiting for the decisions that need to be made. Yeah, it's like this champagne cork that's ready to sort of like explode, as it were. It's like you want to get out there. There's a lot of like enjoyment to be had. There's a lot of excitement to be engaged with the people that are around you, and I think it comes from you, from within you. But that depends upon a decision that you're making for this week on regards to relationships. On your influence on the universe, something about bicycles, wheels, or movement, but it's not necessarily flying planes and stuff like that. It's yeah, it's get on your bike, I think. And maybe it's a surprise here. Maybe it's a surprise sort of activity, or the universe is trying to open you up to new experiences more than anything else, Gemini. I think that's what the universe is doing. I think that's what coincidences are doing as well. It's asking you to get on your bike and get involved, I think, more than anything else. Let's see what's going on in the past self. That's playing outwards. You've given a lot, Gemini. You've really, really given a lot to relationships in the past. You've sacrificed yourself a lot. Is that a good thing? I think you need healing from that. Yeah, that sacrificing of what you've been doing in the past. I think you need to recognize that you need a good bit of me time, as it were, bit of you time. But it's also just engaging in activities and with people that make you feel you and make you feel at home with who you are and what and so forth and whatnot. Let's just see what's going on in your future self. Your future self is really pulling to the future. It's really egging you on, and I think that's what the universe is throwing strange coincidences your way, like the Wheel of Fortune. If you seize upon these unforeseen things, there's a big future for you, and I think you need to progress on from where you were. Yeah, there's a massive opportunity here for you for love, and it's in a very physical sense. It's not just it could well be moving in with someone, but whatever it is, there's a lot of luck, and you've got the opportunity to plant a seed that will grow into something that is, very much rewarding for you in the coming future. But there is a definite opportunity once you just get over that past and get that healing into your life and becoming much more at home with the situation, and throwing a bit of caution to the wind and accepting the coincidences brought in by the universe. Let's just see what's going on in the general outcome for you. There it is there. It does play into the future here. It's like what was that film? There was a film that was it The Yes Man or something like that? And it's almost as like this week here is like you're not allowed to say no to something. Even if it completely comes from left field and it's sort of like kind of going, wow, that's completely out of what I normally do. I think that would be good for you. I think, yeah, it's something new, death and rebirth here. That's the death of that, and you're getting healing for that, and that's the rebirth there. It's definitely into the future, and I just think I think you should embrace the new you, and embrace the opportunities or embrace the invitations around you, regardless. You know, don't think twice about it. Just kind of go, yeah, go on then, let's do it. Sort of scenario. I think it'd be really good for you. Let's just see what's going on the financial sort of side on the karmic path here. Yeah, it plays into I think you're very secure about what you're doing in life in the way of sort of finances and job and what have you, but it's almost as like you're adapting your finances in order to what happens in your relationship side of life. And it's gotta be happy. Yeah, it is happiness. On your financial side, it is using your job, your money, your your position to bring happiness into your life. And I think this is where you got to start using your profits or your from your business or your job or what have you to start bringing happiness into your life. On the universal energies, it does play out a bit there more than anything else. And then there's 2 or 3 things that need to happen in the way of coincidences that you need to recognize, that you need to make decisions on. Yeah, it may seem like there's loads of decisions, actually, that there's loads of possibilities, and it's like, I would make a decision that makes you happy. Make a decision that brings happiness into your life, that brings light into your life. But there is 2 opportunities here that once you start applying your happiness to it, I think it's going to be pretty obvious what you should be doing or what you should be choosing to go ahead to do. And certainly putting yourself first. Putting yourself first is really important. On the past self, it's hesitant. It's would like to advance, but also it doesn't want to upset the apple cart, as it were. You get the 7 again. This is revelation all over the place, really, on your financial side. I think it's revealing to you what the evident path is. The universe is revealing to you the evident path that you should be taking that makes you feel contented about what you're doing. And from your past, I think it's also having a certain determination about getting to the result and following the path that is right for you. That's all it's all about that karmic path with the sunshine. The happiness, it should be the part that's a driving element within all of this. In your future self, like on this side here, it seems like there's a big opportunity. Yeah, exactly. Like on that side there. I think this is where the sun comes into play here. You have to make a choice, or you have to follow a happy path that becomes really passionate and really involved in life, which brings out the best in you, but also it provokes a lot within your relationship side. And it could be a case is that you get this job, you feel so good that eventually, you kind of say to someone, look, I'm going to buy a house. Do you want to move in with me? And it seems like that, you're making something very, very concrete. And it's out with the old and in with the new. And it's revealing your past, and the universe is revealing this to you. It's making it very, very Six of Wands-ish, which is what you should have been manifesting last week. Creating your own sort of success more than anything else. What's the lesson to be learned out of this week? Similar line to this side, it's not sort of saying yes to everything. Certainly not saying that. What it is saying is sort of saying, don't dilly-dally. Don't wait around. Make that decision and go for it. Be very decisive about it. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. This is that Wheel of Fortune is based upon that happiness of what you can bring into life. It's really good for you, Gemini. Very, very good financial sort of side of life, I think, has been rolling through you for the last sort of like 2 or 3 weeks, in the way of jobs and business and so forth. It's certainly a vibrant, evident path that you should be following. And I think there's a no-brainer. If you put yourself first, it is a real no-brainer. If you're looking at a job, trying to find a job or what have you, putting yourself first and being very passionate about it and making sure that you're happy to get that job. Don't apply for it if the idea doesn't make you happy. Don't start that business if it doesn't make you happy, or don't do parts of the business or expand parts of the business that doesn't make you happy. Okay, let's just see what's going on with the Light Seers card. On your relationship side, you get the 10 of Wands. I think you have carried a lot. I think that's what the healing's from. And the reason you're getting healing from all of this is because you've decided to put yourself first, which is so good, Gemini. It's so good to see you doing that. With the Queen of Cups, you get the Queen of Cups. It's, as I said, the champagne's on ice. It's ready to rock and roll. It's waiting for this opportunity here, which is also tied into this opportunity here. It's all sort of like everything is on the cusp, as it were, ready to rock and roll. Everything is on the cusp and wants to get there, wants to do it. But it's just, it's waiting for that opportunity. That's why I think you should be saying yes to a lot of things on your relationship side, on your emotional sort of side. And you get the King of Cups as well with this. It may be someone that comes forth and gives you and makes a real surprise offer to you. And this is what this could be. It could change your life. If someone says to you, do you want to go out for a meal? You say, yeah, okay, go out for a meal. And it could end up that you move in with them in the next 2 weeks. It could go that sort of quickly. But whatever it is, it's a person that helps to give you healing from any past relationships that might have been very traumatic. And it's coming in as a bit of a surprise. And the Wheel of Fortune, that's twice you got the Wheel of Fortune. You got a lot of luck playing in your favor at the moment. Once you get that healing and realize that it's okay, I'm going to be okay. Once you realize that, then you can actually open up to love and the engagement with another person in a really, really nice way. With the Ace of Pentacles, this offer that comes into you, it's not about conflict. It's more about this offer that comes into you gives you this opportunity for you to be the best, to live the best version of your emotional relationship side of life. And this could be to do with family and friends and so forth, but I got a funny feeling it's divine counterparts within life around you. Certainly if you allow things to happen on your, or follow the evident path on your financial side, I think you'll get the good results. Death and rebirth. The death of it all is that Eight of Swords, which I think you're getting healing from. I think you're freeing yourself up. This is why I'm sort of saying, say yes, say yes, say yes. get yourself out of a rut that you've been carrying for a bit too long, and has stopped you from evolving or stopped you from moving. This is why maybe you're getting the bicycle wheel out on the relationship side or within connection to the universe. Whatever it is, it's time to move on. And on your financial side, once you put yourself first in the world, you are going to have that passionate mission to go down, which is where it comes out of this. And I think you desire it. It's something that you would so like to have within your life. But you've got to put yourself first in order to do that. And that's where you're manifesting it. There's a lot of passion in that side of life, in your financial side of life. And with the sun, you get the hangman. If you allow your happiness to be the guiding influence on your karmic path of what you're supposed to experience, you will see opportunities, or you will see your business or job or anything you do in the material world, buying a house, whatever it is, in a different light. And as you see it in a different light, this is where you can open that opportunity of out with the old and in with the new in regards to the Ace of Wands. And it comes from an evident path that is, the process of what you need to go through in order to get to where you want to be. I think should be very engaged in it. And when you are, it's going to become so evident for you. Love is in the air. As I said, I think the financial side is really affecting your relationship side. And yeah, you've got to love it. You've got to love what you're doing. And I think the universe is helping you to see clearly on your material path, on your career and business. It's making it clear about, what you enjoy, what sits well with your heart. As I said, it might be a job that's paid really, really well, but it's going to ask you to work sort of 60, 70 hours a week. But then you'll have no life whatsoever. You may be rich, but you won't be able to do anything. With the past self, you get with the Seven of Wands, you get the Devil. Did you not get the Devil last time? No. Yeah, you get the Devil card here. I think the Devil's in the. I think in the past, either you were holding yourself back by sort of saying, "Oh, I can't risk it. I can't do that. I can't risk it. It's too much of a risk," or "I'm not good enough." It's either something like that, or someone was trying to burst your bubble and hold you back, and has been a little bit of a little bit dodgy, because you had over here, you had like the Five of Wands and the Five of Wands and the Knight of Wands here, and that could well be you had to fight in order to get passionate about your success, and also taking down someone who is a bit sort of toxic within your environment, in your material environment. And maybe that's become evident now, and it's you're seeing things clearly for what they were. Look at that. Two of Cups with the Ace of Wands. Yeah, I think there's either a new job, a new direction, new way of doing your business, new way of doing your projects. It could be starting a new business or starting a new project. It could be just evolving an old project and engaging it in a different way in regards to your passions, because I think that's what comes out with that. And you have got this capacity to sort of like really follow the path, which will be absolutely brilliant for you. Really good for you. So, yeah, I would, definitely engage in this. No doubt about it. Don't dilly-dally. Did I say that? Don't dilly-dally. You've Three of Wands here. Don't dilly-dally. You will be annoyed. You'll be kicking yourself if you don't engage in these opportunities that are coming around the corner for you. It's going to change your life on your relationship side. It's certainly going to change your life on your relationship side, and most definitely change your life in the way in which you do business or and so forth. Let me just pull a card to sort of see what this opportunity is all about. King of Wands, you leading your path. And I think that's what plays into this. Putting yourself first is really important this week. You're not the best at it, Gemini. You tend to put other people first. It's because you're nice. You're very nice. And sometimes you can be too nice. So this opportunity will make you a leader in your life. No doubt about it. There you go, Gemini. Thanking you very much for being here with us. Really do appreciate it. Hope you get the best out of these readings. I very much appreciate all the support you show through the YouTube system for here on the Astroflower. Absolutely beautiful. I will see you soon, either on the energy videos or the spiritual videos that we do on this channel, or on another reading. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.